So my name's Sandro. I am a Calgary-based audio maniac. I am constantly dealing in the world of audio, so DJing, teaching music production, even doing graphic design for the sort of musical world is definitely takes up a lot of my time. Frequencies are my pleasure for sure. I started DJing about 7 years ago now. I'm in Calgary, and one of my best friends, Lauren B, he was always talking about like house music and that kind of stuff, and running his label Homebreaking Records. I ended up going down to the record shop and I met up with Lauren, and then I chatted with Dan Solo. It was my first time ever meeting Dan, and we just like hit it off. So Dan took me under his wing. He gave me this fat list of artists to check out, and it really started my sort of lust for music. There was definitely this crazy time that existed, and things kind of died away, and I think that's greatly where I sort of came into things, is when things were kind of slow in a sense, you know? And we were kind of this super energetic group, and whatever that did, it really sort of brought people together, and we formed this really cool community. Beat Drop, for example, has taken sort of a huge role in sort of building that community. The nighttime club scene is one beast, and then the daytime is another, you know, and they're totally different. In the nighttime, there's certain things that you have to deal with that are going to be, it's just a different way of communicating with individuals. In the daytime, it's beautiful, it is positive, it is education, it is people are coming from a different place, and they're seeking something different, you know? Personally, I spend way less time in the studio, you know, like working on my own projects, but the time that I do spend in the studio is much more productive because of the energy that is involved and around, you know, because when you're kind of like struggling and pushing through for whatever reason, and you haven't been fulfilled in some sort of like positive way, it's sometimes hard to have a good creative output. Creative sort of blockages completely exists for any sort of creative individual, you know. Being super critical is tough. When you sort of want to make perfect things happen, it's really hard to do, you know. And again, what's the basis of comparison, you know? And so a lot of times artists can have projects that last forever, and having limitations and being disciplined enough to sort of be like, hey, you know what, this is done, is a hard thing to sort of achieve. I've definitely grown to, you know, push myself harder in finishing projects for sure, you know, and getting past these roadblocks, because when I first started making things and being creative, there were aspects that I just wasn't proud of. Now I've kind of built into my process this sort of template that I really, really enjoy, and for me, getting into the studio is a really fun thing. I can just hop in there, I can create, I feel like I have a handle as to what is cool, you know, or what is acceptable for me, and now it's just kind of being more and more creative and coming up with new, fresh ideas. So I've definitely sort of, in a sense, moved past it. I still struggle with it for sure. I'm still like, you know, banging my head up against the wall and working on things, but at the same time, I feel more mature about it for sure. Maybe I can be an inspiration, you know, because I do definitely work. I know I work hard, and I really am passionate about what I love and what I'm involved with, but everybody has that within them. And maybe that's where I would like to be the example is, hey, be passionate, work really hard, strive to be better constantly. Once you've sort of reached any sort of height and you think that you're there, push past it. You know, I think that's where I want to be an example. If you can be a positive force in any way, that's great, and that's what this world needs. You know, it doesn't matter who you or what you do. If you can be, again, that positive change, we need more of that. Take what you do and put a like positive flip on it, and then you're providing that for other people. You know, I just want to, you know, grow as a human. You know, as like a spirit. I want to continue to sort of, you know, follow in line to like what I believe is right and true, you know, and that can sort of be in any sort of realm. I think at the end of the day, every one of us is in a sense unique, you know, and we sort of take that further. Again, I just really am passionate about music. I really enjoy making music, enjoy teaching people production, and I'm a huge fan, so stick to it for sure. My name's Sandro, and I'm a creative.